Peace, peace. What up, y'all? Top of the top. It's your boy Fly Money. Now we to the top of the world. Woke up today. I'm blessed. You woke up, you tuning in. Be blessed too. Let's talk about it. Black History Month commemoration. They just had the Grammy Awards. Hip hop turns 50. I watched a lot of brief, short performances. Public Enemy, Rakim, Queen Latifah, Salt and Pepper, Ice T, and the names go on and on to Little Baby, uh, LL Cool J, Run DMC. They all, paid tribute to hip hop. Hip hop has been a music like no other. It's still transcending, it's still growing, and hip hop is definitely a part of Black History Month. With that being said, there's still work, you know, with the direction that hip hop is headed in. Hip hop evolves. We have, positive influences. We have, great artists who, deliver their bars realistically, such as the Kendricks, the J. Cole's, the Nas's, the Jay Z's, who, gave us a ladder to build and to be able to even evolve with a new day and age. And I say that to say, the revolution won't be televised, but, you know, we here. We got to start. It's people who, I seen Method Man also perform, and to think that you just can't box hip hop in one genre. Hip hop evolves into pop to reggae to rock and roll. Is saluted and respected for its evolving, its evolution, because it's timeless where it's gonna change, and either you adapt or you get left behind and not forgotten about. So with that, I thought the Grammys and whatnot, with all their, tribute, they did something that they didn't do within the 80, 100 years that they've been out. They embraced hip hop. So that was really, you know, something you had to, whether you was there live or you had to be there and tune in, it was it was good, man. It was good for, hip hop in general. You know, one could say a lot of podcasters such as myself and whatnot, I come from that cloth where, you know, we definitely talk about music, we talk about fashion, we talk about sports. It's all incorporated with hip hop. So hip hop, this one's for you, most definitely. Word, I thought that there could have been some artists, you know, that didn't make the cut, such as Slick Rick, Dougie Fresh, but they did have the innovators, from the Bronx and whatnot. You know, Cool Herc, Grandmaster Flash. They had, you know, a lot of from when it started, and you know, we ain't done yet with that. And you know, on this Black History Month, we need to really inspire one another and remember that music is timeless. There's a lot of songs that I grew up coming up along, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of songs that you, the viewers out there, y'all remember and whatnot. So if y'all could take out a moment in time and throw a like, throw a comment up on your favorite songs, why you love hip hop, that'd be dope and whatnot because, you know, it's like, and who you listening to right now at this time and moment? I'm still with the underground hip hop. I like mainstream hip hop as well, but salute to the pioneers as well because they really paved the way. And you know, Big said it best. Whoever thought that hip hop would make it this far? Moving on, it's Black History Month. I seen a powerful, powerful movie. And even though, I'm not condoning what he did, he stood up for his wife, Will Smith, Emancipation. If y'all ain't see the movie, I'ma highly advise y'all go check it out. On the low, it's kind of like been put on the shelf already, because of the theatrics, but the role, the character, based on a true story. And if you really want to know where that persistence, where that it's in your blood not to give up, that may be the motivational movie for you and whatnot. Again, I don't want to take for what he did to the Oscars in real life with Chris Rock. I don't want to shadow that and overshadow that, but the story he played this man called Peter, and you know, I believe even though he was banned by the Oscars because of what he did on stage, his performance in general speaks volumes where he deserves plenty of Oscars, if not every other award. Best picture by far I seen, and if it's 5 stars out of 5, he got that. He got my approval on that. Like, so for Black History Month and whatnot, also make sure if you ain't going in the movie theaters, check them out on, you know, Apple TV and tune in because the story is definitely one of a person who's down out in the mud and they persevere with all these trials, tribulations, and challenges and still overcomes them. And we still living in the day of age where the time may have changed, but the resilience, the trial and tribulations are still there. Mentally, physically, they there. And that's all I could really give you on that right there. It was, phenomenal, right? And I think it's worthy of, best picture so far of 2023. I'm gonna take it a little step further on another topic. My team, the Brooklyn Nets. Y'all see in the intro, I got Kyrie Irving, one of my favorite players, and whatnot. Controversial, spectacular, box office kind of dude. The Brooklyn Nets, we got rid of him, or rather, I should say, we traded him and whatnot. And I think it was good for both parties and whatnot because there's a new thing going on in town where it's like in the big city of New York, we value production, we value championships, and we brought Kyrie over to compete for a championship, and we feel we always been falling short since we had him. And then he has a lot of side court, off the court antics, whether it's through social media, his personality, that a lot of people may feel offended, disengaged by. And a lot of times you don't know if you're going to get the Kyrie that you think is the most exciting player to watch in the league on and off the court. You don't know if you're gonna get that consistently. So Brooklyn, we traded Kyrie for Spencer Dwindley, and who used to play with us. He used to play with Kyrie as well. He had his season with Kyrie before he got injured, and we didn't want to give him any money, so we let him go, and he went to Dallas. So welcome back, Spencer. And I think Michael Finley, if I'm getting his name wrong and whatnot, we got a forward as well, and some draft picks. Now, the smart thing was Dallas wanted to pair a superstar such as Kyrie Irving with their emerging superstar Luka Doncic, and that might be some real fire. I don't know how far the duo will get once the playoffs start, but it's going to be intriguing to say the least after the All-Star game to see how they gel and see how they go from there. Now, Brooklyn, we still have our superstar, our only superstar left, Kevin Durant, who's coming off an injury. I don't know if he's feeling salty about this. I don't know if him and Kyrie got in contact and or whatever, but you know, Kyrie was basically asking for a max contract. Brooklyn, being that him and the team was shaky from the get go, they didn't really want to, they didn't really want to oblige to his request for max. So it's like, all right, I got to be up out of here. And then, he was saying basically, if y'all didn't move me, he was going to sit. So you can't let him sit for free and not get anything back in return. So I believe both parties made out. Kyrie, I wish you well. A lot of Nets fans right now, even though they gonna miss you talent wise on the court, they definitely ain't gonna miss the off the court antics. So it's like, you know, a weight off of a lot of both party shoulders and whatnot. And I think for most of it, it's like, you know what? Another day, another dollar, and we're gonna continue on. Hit me up in the comment sections. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button as well. It's your boy Fly Money. Peace and love, y'all. I'm out. Top of the top, y'all.